to start off, I want to apologize because for one, I know that the quality of this video isn't going to be the greatest, and that's visual and audio. It might not be that great, and that's because I just have a really fucked up phone. Like, my phone is just pretty jacked up. So it's not going to be the greatest. I want to use a camera, but I broke my laptop. So even if I wanted to use a camera, can't, because I can't really edit with it. So yeah, I'm pretty much just gonna shoot the straight video. Today is my last full day in Houston. A little reflection. I already posted something on social media. I don't really like Houston. I'm not gonna talk about the things that I don't like. The things that I do like are some of the people, the food. They just don't have much diversity in food. Everything is either Cajun, Mexican, or barbecue. Like, there's really not much else as far as options when it comes to, like, variety. There's really not much else. Like, sure, you got your McDonald's every, like, other block. Honestly, there's not that many. Like, for as far as, like, the big restaurants, like, sure, there's every one of them are here, but like, there's not that many. Because if you go to Ohio, there's a McDonald's on every fucking corner. But if you go down here, there's really not that many. So, I mean, sure, that might be a plus too, I guess, stay healthy. But, that's really it. That's all I'm gonna, the art. There's a lot of art out here. People do murals everywhere. That's pretty sweet. So that's really all I can say that's, like, great about Houston. Um, a pro about it, because if you come here, it's kind of hard to be bored during the day. Nightlife is kind of weak here, but you know, who cares? During the day, it's pretty hard to get bored. It's a lot of shit to do, a lot of places to go. There's over 8 million people here. It's 200 zip codes, over 200 zip codes in Houston. There's about 3 or 4 downtowns. So you can't just say downtown because there's a couple of them. So you got to be more specific. And you can't just say I'm in Houston. Oh, what part? You know, it's a lot. It's a giant fucking city. San Antonio, Austin, and Dallas are about 2 to 3 hours away. The other side of Houston is minimum an hour and a half away. It could take you 2 hours. It could take you 2.5. So basically, to drive from North to South Houston, it's probably about the same distance as it would be from, like, North Houston to, like, Austin. Like, it's probably about the same distance. Um, Anything else? That's really it. That's really it. So I'm actually moving to Atlanta. I'm moving to Atlanta tomorrow. Um, I don't really have a choice. So before I actually get started, I want to tell you I don't have a choice. I don't have an option, right? This was the only choice I had. So right now, when I go to Atlanta, tomorrow I'm going to pick up my paycheck, going to pick up a little bit of bud, talk to my bud, man. He said he was going to hook me up, because it's my last time, because fuck yeah. That's actually why I reached out to him today. I was like, I'm moving tomorrow. What's good? So, he said, all right, I got you, slide through. So I'm going to go ahead and slide over there, pick up some bud, and then I'm going to leave. And when I go to leave, so far my car is full. And I want to show you guys everything. These are my clothes. I'm gonna tell you why also. Tools, obviously a couple of towels, and a couple hoodies. I'm wearing a hoodie. It's supposed to be really cold. It's supposed to be like 40 fucking degrees in Atlanta, starting like the whole next week. They only want like 50s, 40s, and 50s. The thing is, it's kind of hot right now. It's like 70 fucking degrees. So I'm kind of toasty right now, but I don't have any shirts. They're all inside of this bag. So I'm only gonna be wearing hoodies and flannels for like the next like 2 weeks. So like I said, tools. Got my dog food up here. Got. Oh, come on, you're not about to park right next to me. Shit. Don't tell me you're about to park right next to me. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, because you're gonna park right there. Okay. Got like. I had like a shelf organizer I thought could fit inside of this car. It couldn't. So I put everything inside of a bag. Like every single thing. So I also got my Xbox with me, and like my trunk. You're like, well, what do you got in the trunk? Well, I'm driving in a Thunderbird, so there's not really much of a trunk. There is no back seat, and the front seats don't lay back. So there's really not much room inside of this car. So right now I got inside of the trunk, I pretty much just got a couple tools. Got like, I forgot what else is back there? Got like a jack, got like power steering fluid. Thank you for not parking right next to me. Anyways, power steering fluid, because I actually have a small leak, a very small leak. It's a brand new part, but the part is leaking. So the dealership has been, telling me for months now that they're gonna order the part and then fix it for me, and then let me have a loaner vehicle, like a Honda Accord with bed liner sprayed across the entire car. Dumbest shit ever. So that's like, they never did. They never got around to fixing it, so I'm just leaving at this point. I'm just gonna keep the fucking leak. Doesn't matter. I got a big ass bottle back there, barely use it, so it's a small leak. Don't really care too much. I'll keep refilling it if I got to. It's only a couple dollars. But the trunk is actually full right now, full of tools, more tools than what I got right here. Those are all actually technician tools, and everything in the back is mechanic tools. Difference between a mechanic and a technician: the mechanic works on the car, works on the engine, transmission, drivetrain, that kind of shit. Actually, turning wrenches and shit. Technicians work on the beauty of a car, and the structural component. It depends on what part of a technician, what department you're in. But for me, I want to be a body tech. I'm going to Atlanta to be a body tech. I'm working on like dents and shit, scratches, a couple things like that. And then there's also like painter, that's a technician, like those are technicians, and then there's mechanics. So my mechanic tools are in the back, my technician tools are in the front. I don't have a place to go when I go to Atlanta. That's another reason why I have a ton of blankets, or not blankets, but a ton of hoodies and flannels. Is because it's gonna be a little cold, and basically I'm gonna be in my car, but not anything I can really do about it. I don't have a choice. You might hear me say that a lot in this video. Don't really have any money. The last like 6 weeks, I'm leaving everything here, by the way. Everything here that I own. I have a full apartment, like 2 full bedrooms, like 1 full bath. I don't want to say 2 baths because the other bathroom didn't really have too much shit in there anyways. So I got 1 full bathroom full of shit, living room, kitchen. I got like a full fucking apartment, like I got 2 queen size beds and 3 queen size bed frames. 2 beds, 3 frames. Yeah, I got a lot of shit, and I can't fit everything in this car. Obviously, I can barely even fit a 24 pack of water. So I'm gonna actually, I have one in the house. That's, fuck, I don't know where that's gonna go. I have no idea where that's gonna go. I really don't have space up there. I'm gonna have like shit up there, but yeah, I don't know where that water's gonna go. I'm gonna have to figure that shit out, because I want to have drinks for the road, bro, for sure. I'm gonna throw it in the freezer tonight, so that way the drive there, I have really cold water the whole time. So it'll freeze on the outside. The waters on the inside of the 24 pack aren't gonna be frozen. They're just gonna be cold as fuck. So it takes a really long time for those to freeze, since they're in the center and not the outside. So I'm gonna go to Atlanta to be a body tech. I already got a job out there. I don't have a place, don't have a hotel, don't really got any money. The last 5 or 6 paychecks have been about $200 to $300, and that's obviously not enough to live off of, especially when I was averaging well over 3 times that amount. When I was averaging 3 times that amount, I'm getting a third of my normal paycheck. That I should obviously tell you how much I was making, but I'm making a third of a normal paycheck for the last 6 weeks, and it's like, that's, the savings that I did have, the saving that I was gonna do for this trip, is automatically thrown out the window. There was no way I could save any kind of money at all, because everything that I was getting was going straight towards bills, car payment, insurance, got the storage unit, got to pay rent, got to pay phone, it's just all these bills. Yeah, pretty much I broke even. Like, I was like, if I had moved to Atlanta a week ago, I would have been moving to Atlanta with maybe $100 to my name. But now I'm gonna be moving to Atlanta with about $250 to $300 to my name. So it's not much better, but it's something, right? So I get to go there, and I get paid weekly, which is great. So that means I don't have to worry about like consolidating for a little, for at least the week. I can take the money that I have now and use it for shit that I need, and not have to worry about like, oh my God, when's the next time I'm gonna get paid? Because that's really what it's been like the last like 6 weeks. Because it's like, I mean, like, sure, I'm gonna have money, but like I'm gonna get paid for sure, but it's not gonna be enough for what I need. So that's really why I stopped smoking weed. One of the reasons. I was tired of like just going broke. Like, and if I keep buying weed and I can't even really afford food, then my priorities are fucked up. So I made sure to fix that a little bit. I stopped smoking right before Thanksgiving. And the only time I smoked after that, I did get offered an ounce of weed for $30, and I took that shit and ran. Like, what the fuck? An ounce for 30 fucking dollars? Yes. What the fuck? It wasn't even bad. It got me high too. I was like, yeah, of course I'm gonna take that shit. But yeah, actually I might hit him back up. Like, yo, I'm moving tomorrow, bro. You got any more of those little $30 ounces, bro? Shit, I'll hit him up. Fuck my bud, man. Let me go to this dude real quick. You know, $30 ounce, that keep me straight for at least 2 weeks right now. Cause I stopped smoking. Usually an ounce would last me about 3 days. Maybe 2 days. Yeah, 3 days. I could make it last. Well, a couple weeks ago. But like now, I could definitely make an ounce last like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Like it's 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. Let's be realistic. About 2 to 3 weeks. Um, but I just don't really smoke that much anymore. I don't really need it. But like, I don't want to drive there. Like 11 hours, I think it is, 800 miles, 11 hours. I don't want to drive there sober. But then again, you don't want to really drive through the southern states with weed. But then again, I'm in a Thunderbird. I'm kind of off all police radars, and I'll be driving the speed limit, and I'll just be cruising. I am gonna have my dog with me, so yeah, it sucks that I'm gonna be living in my car with my dog, for the first couple days. I'll get into the reason why it's only for a couple days and not the first week, but um, yeah, I'll be in the car for a couple days with the dog, so it's not the worst thing that it's cold outside. If it was hot outside, I would be really worried. I'd be like, okay, well, let me crack a window. Let me come check on my dog every couple hours. Let me make sure he's solid. Um, or I'll, probably just get a hotel room if it gets hot enough. Like, I'll be forced to. I'll have to figure something out. Ask family for some money so I can get a hotel room because I have a dog. Let them know the situation. Let them know I'll cover it. I'll get them back. Um, but it's like I said, it's gonna be about 40s in the middle of the night, and it's about 50 to 60. I think it's in the 50s during the day, getting up to 60 next week sometime. But if it's cold, if it's a little bit cooler, he'll survive. He's very light maintenance. He's a small dog. He's not much at all, so he'll be okay. I know he'll be solid. Extremely light maintenance. I love it. Um, but I gotta make sure he's my main priority right now because I know I will be okay. I know my seat doesn't lay back. This is how I'm gonna be sleeping for like the next couple days. It's gonna suck, but I will be okay. My dog is more important to me than how I am. So I'm gonna make sure he's solid. And I only want to be in here for a couple days because I don't want to be in here at all. But like I have to at least be in here for a little while because I can't afford shit. So maybe if I can get like a hotel room, like if I can like keep the money that I get, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be getting reimbursed everything that I spend to get to Atlanta. So if I can get there and then they pay me back for the gas money that I spent to get there, it'd be great. I'll get a hotel room probably like Wednesday or Thursday, or if we get paid on Saturdays, probably like Wednesday or Thursday if it's anything like my job. But if it's getting paid like Saturday or like Thursday or something, shit, I might get it like Tuesday. We don't know. I don't know yet. I don't know. I don't know anything. I just don't even know much about the job, if I'm going to be 100% honest. I just know I got the job. My friend that lived here, she went to some career fair at the school that we went to, that we both graduated from, in the same course. We didn't graduate together, but she went to a career fair and she asked about relocation opportunities. And she found one for Orlando, Florida. She found a job for an estimator in Orlando, Florida. And she took that, she hopped on that, and she left. And she's making the most money she's ever made. So she's really happy with what she's doing. She's got her family there, she's got her cat, and I was like, she's happy. And I hit her up and I was like, I was just telling her, well, we were just talking on the phone. She was just like, I gave my relocation agent your number. He should be calling you in a little bit. I'm like, oh, okay, sweet. Because, we just had a conversation. And I was telling her, like, I'm looking at moving. I'm kind of broke right now, not making no money. We're extremely slow at my job. I'm barely working. I'm craving hours. I would love to have a job that had hours available. I would love to work right now. That's all I want to do is work. That's it. Man, yo, if I had a job that would be like, yeah, yeah, well, it's minimum 40 hours, but, there might be a little bit of overtime in there. I'd be like, yo, give it all to me. Don't make it sound like a bad thing. Give me 70 hours a week and I'll fucking take it. Like, at this point, I just want to work. And I can't work at a lot of jobs out here in Houston because, for one, they're far. Like, it's hard to find a job close by. And, like, even if you were close to the job that I applied for, if it's like 50 minutes away, which a lot of jobs are, and you're like, well, people in that area, what if they applied for that job and got that job, there? It's really not that far for them. Well, like, nah, they don't got a job close to their fucking house. No one has a job close to their house in Houston. It's fucking hard. It's hard. You're not going to find one close to your house. It's hard. And you can't walk anywhere either. So you have to drive pretty much like no matter what. And a lot of the places are like 50 minutes away. So in order for me to work there, it takes a lot of hours just to break even, just to pay for gas to get to and from work. So in that case, it's not worth it. If I'm netting $300 because, out of a $600 check, if I'm netting $300, that's a fucking problem. That's a problem. Right now, the job that I have now, I was getting about $700 to $800, maybe $900, $700 to $900, pretty frequent every week. But sometimes I would get about 1,200, so it just depends. I almost never really hit like 600. It didn't really happen much. Like 600 was a really low check for me. So it's like right now, like that's what I need. I need a job that pays like that, because it's just like my needs pretty much. I got a lot of shit that I gotta pay for. I got a lot of shit I gotta take care of. I got a lot of responsibilities, and I got more than just your average fucking guy. But fuck, I forgot what the fuck I was just talking about. Oh yeah, all the jobs out here in Houston, they just don't pay shit. They pay $7.50, $8, $9.25. Like, bro, what are you doing? Like, that's why it takes me 4 hours just to pay for the gas to get to and from work. So if I gotta work 6 hours that day, I just made 2 hours of income. I just made fucking less than $20 that whole day. So it's like no, I refuse to apply for and work for a job that is paying less than $10 an hour. And it's extremely hard to find a job out here that pays more. If you go on Indeed or something, sure, they got a fucking giant list of jobs, but so many of them are like work from home, $18 an hour. Like, yeah, those all sound amazing if they were real. They're scams. They're all scams. There's a ton of scams out here, a ton. You can't go on like Facebook pages to try to find a job that way, because those are really nice too. They're really convenient. No, they're all scams. Anything that work from home bullshit. And even if I did find a legit work from home job, I don't want to work from home. For one, I don't have a home. Two, I like labor jobs. I like working. I like moving. I like physical activity. I like busting a sweat. I like that. And that's just me. I'm a fucking workhorse. I want to go out there. I want to bust my ass and make some money. And I want it to reflect like the work that I do. I don't like making the same amount as another guy that's putting in less work. That shit to me is dead. That's never gonna happen again. That was the last time. My last job is the last time I will ever have a job where me and someone else are making the same income, but I'm putting in 2 times the work. It'll never happen again. Never. I won't settle for that shit, because that's fucked up. Like, nah, you got me fucked up. He's not about to put in half the work and make the same amount. There's no fucking way. Cause nah. If anything, like I wanna get paid what I'm worth. That's all I'm asking. Pay me what I'm worth. Because if you pay me what I'm worth, you can bring on all the bullshit in the world. All the bullshit. The shitty employees, the co-workers, the shitty management, the shitty customers, whatever it is, you can bring it all and I will take it with a smile on my face. Everything. If you pay me what I'm worth, right? That was my only stipulation. That's my only thing that I want. And there's no way that I'm like if another guy's making the same amount of me as me and I'm putting in more work, then you're not paying me what I'm worth. And even if you are, you're paying this guy more. And there's no reason why I'm putting in more work and I'm making the same amount. Pay me more because this guy isn't doing shit. So if anything, that's why I love the automotive industry and being a technician, is because you get flag hours. You get paid for what you do, which is why I loved my job that I have now. Well, actually yesterday was my last day, so I don't know if I technically like have it anymore, but I'm pretty sure if I would have just tell this guy never mind, he would be like, oh yeah, for sure you can stay here, you can continue work here as long as you need me. Like my boss he didn't have any hard feelings. He was cool with it, with me telling him this was my last week. I told him on Monday that Thursday's my last day. He was cool with it. And he was like, all right, just send me your new information for your tax documents for the 2022 taxes. I was like, oh, sweet, got you for sure. I need that. But yeah, he didn't really have an issue with me, just bouncing. So I mean, if I needed to stay, I really could. But I did love this job because I was actually getting paid to just drive cars. I mean, I was just getting paid to just drive cars, but it wasn't like there was other people that had that same job, but if they only drive four cars a day, if they only drive 4 cars a day, they only made $50 that day. If I drove 16 cars today, well, I just made $200. So I don't want to drive 16 cars and then this guy drives 4 cars and then both of us make the same amount. So you get what I'm saying? Like that's kind of like the point I was making earlier. That's kind of like why I love this job now. Because your paycheck reflects the work you do. So I love, the field that I got into. Can't wait to finally get into the field that I graduated from trade school for. I'm not in the collision field right now. I'm in the quality control field right now. I'm just fucking looking at cars, making sure they're okay. And then I get to drive them, have some fun. My job title is to drive it hard, drive it fast. Make sure the car is shifting through every single gear. So get it up to a high speed. Get it to the high speed fast. Also drive slow. We gotta know the car can drive slow and fast. So that was my job. It's pretty fucking sweet. This car that I'm in right now is one of the cars that I test drove. So it's like, yeah, I fuck with this, but I didn't go to school for this. So I was actually telling them that. I was like, I really love this job. This was months ago, like when I got the job, damn near last year. I was like, I actually really like this job. It's just not in the field that I went to school for. So I am gonna eventually get another job for what I went to school for, because I don't want to fucking have this $37,000 price tag from school, and then not even work for what I went to school for. And I didn't even get this job. Like, I got the job from my school, but I feel like I could have damn near just applied online for this shit and y'all would have hired me, and I would have needed no education, no previous experience. But the reason why I didn't leave when I graduated, I think I graduated October. I actually don't know. I actually don't fucking know when I graduated. Like the exact date. I was supposed to graduate September 7th, but then it ended up being a little bit later. They pushed me back like 3 weeks. So it was sometime in October. I want to say like it was October 12th maybe. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But when I graduated, the reason why I didn't leave right away is because I was only at 11 months at the shop that I work at. And it's really hard to get a job in the automotive field if you've never worked in the automotive field before. So you need experience to get a job, but if you've never had experience, you're probably not gonna get the job. So it's really fucking stupid. It's really backwards. Like I need to have worked in a shop before to get a job at a shop. Well, if I've never worked at a shop before and I want to get a job at a shop, how the fuck am I going to get a job at a shop? Because I've never worked at a shop before. And like, that's the whole point of like why I don't understand like all these, every single company, every single shop, every collision center, every dealership, they all need you to have 1 to 3 years of shop experience before you can start. And it's like, okay, but what about the no experience jobs? Like, how am I supposed to get a job in a shop if I've never worked at a shop before? Like, maybe I want to work there. Like, so it's pretty difficult. And I was like, you know what? It'll be a full year in November. So if I stay here until November, that means I can transfer somewhere. That means I can go anywhere. Like, I can go to another city and I can use this shop as a full year of experience. Oh my God, it's getting hot as fuck. I know you guys see me starting to like sweat a little bit, but that's fine. I'm kind of get that weight off a little bit. I ain't got no, actually, I need to stop losing. I need to gain weight. I am 163 pounds right now. I do not need to lose any more fucking weight. I am gonna crack the door open though. Unless I just like crack the window. I don't need to do all that. But I'm excited though, because now I can go anywhere. And if anything happens to this job, I can just go work at another shop. Is this guy coming back out? No way. No way he's coming back out. I'll fucking open the door. And then he opens his door at the same time. Wow. Anyway, none of your business. Don't worry about it. No, I forgot what I was just saying. It's okay though. I'm excited to go to Atlanta though. I actually know what I was talking about. I was talking about, the whole shop experience, needing at least a year. It doesn't matter where I go now, I can apply for a job now. And that's really like the biggest thing. It's like I couldn't leave before November anyways because I haven't worked at a shop for a full year. So if I were to go somewhere else and they need you to have a full year of experience and I've only been there for a couple months, they're gonna be like, well, you don't have the experience. Oh, we got this guy who's been in the shop for 6 years, so we're gonna take him. They'll probably do that anyways, but at least now I'm certified. I got all my certificates. I don't know where. I think they're in the trunk. They are not. I didn't fucking grab them out the storage unit. Shit, I'm glad I was making this video. Because, yeah, that's something I need. Yeah. So now I don't know where those are going to go. Fuck. Got 17, 18 of them. I don't know where I got to bring it with me. It's like part of the fucking job, I need that shit. I don't know where it's going to go. Because I don't have space. Like, you say, yeah, you got space right here, Rob, up on top. No, I don't. That's where the dog cage is gonna go. I have, got like a dog cage. In the top half comes off and it goes underneath, and that's what it's like right now. So when I put it down right there, it's only gonna be about this tall. Thankfully, like it's not tall at all, like the cage, and he's gonna be able to just chill in there. He's got a blanket. He's cool. But then when I put the top on, whenever I go to work or something, I put the top on and put him inside the cage. It'll go from like right here to like right here. So it'll be a big ass cage. But I don't want it to block everything, so I'm gonna take the top off, for the time being. I just don't know how he's gonna be, because he doesn't like being inside of a car too long. He gets car sick, and he's thrown up once. No, he's thrown up twice before in this car. He's thrown up twice in this car before. So he better get really, really used to it, because we're gonna live in this car for a couple of days. And if I get reimbursed my money, the gas money that I spend to get there, then I think I'll be pretty solid for a little while. I might even be able to take the money that I got reimbursed and get a hotel room. I'm pretty sure I found hotel rooms out there for $50 and $60 a night, I think. But I kind of want to see how much a weekly stay is, because I'm gonna be in a hotel for a little bit, because I have a lot of shit to do before I can get an apartment. I gotta work on my credit first. So like, yeah, I'm gonna be out for a little bit, but I got a lot of shit to work on myself. So it sucks. I might not even like ever get an apartment in Atlanta. I might just fucking just thug it out there, you know, figure shit out for the time being, because it depends on how it is when I get there. Because I've really been considering moving back up north, like heavily. I'm not really a big fan of the South, you know, living here. But I've been thinking about going back up north, not to Ohio, more like Boston. I really, really want to go to Boston. I just know it's crazy expensive over there. But man, I would kill to go to Boston. I've been thinking about Boston every single day. Every single day. Every day. All day. I'm constantly thinking about Boston. I would love to just move out there and just be stable as fuck. It's right there on the coast, the first city in America, you know what I mean? I would a big fucking Red Sox fan. I would definitely go to a lot of the fucking ball games. That's actually the only park that I know by name, Fenway Park. That's the only park I know by name. I don't know the name of any stadium, of any park, anything. But Fenway Park, I know the name of that one. But yeah, that's really all I've been thinking about is going up to Boston. So it's like I'm seeing as Atlanta as being really temporary, but it really just depends on how much I like it. Um, and not just by itself, but compared to Houston, because Houston is not a great city to move to. Like, if I were to move to any other big city in Texas, I probably would not be moving out of it. I probably would just thug it out there, just chill, just stay there. Like, I'll get a place and then find a nice job and just stay there. All the other cities in Houston or Texas are really nice. They're nice as fuck, especially Austin, especially Dallas. San Antonio, can't really say the same. But especially Austin and Dallas, those two cities are just amazing. It's really hard to just not like it. Like, fuck, you go out there and you're like, dude, this is just amazing, bro. This is amazing. But there's a reason why I'm not going out there. It's because I just want to leave Texas. Like, when you come to Houston, you see the Texas pride. You see how Texans are. And I'm not talking about the football team Texans. I'm talking about the people. You see how they are, and you're like, yeah, nah, not for me. Yeah, I'm a bounce. So, thinking about places to go, my first option was California. My second option was Phoenix. My third option was Atlanta. And now it's all shifted. Now my first option is Boston. My second option is Oklahoma City. My third option is California. My fourth option is Ohio. And fifth option is actually Atlanta. So it just depends. It's been years since I've been out there, but I know Georgia is beautiful. And I know the area I'm going to is beautiful. So I know I'll be okay. But if I really like it, sure, I'll stay for about 5 years. And then I'm out. I want to leave. Maybe just two. Maybe just 2 years. You never want to. You never want to stay anywhere for 1 year. God, I hate when people look at me when I'm recording a video. It's something I've never gotten over. I've been doing this shit for over 10 years. I've been doing this shit for, I don't know how long I've been making YouTube videos for. It's much longer than this channel. That's a fact. This is my second or third channel. I don't even know where the first channels are. Why do I have a hair on my tongue that just will not come off? Like, what the fuck? I don't know, but I feel a hair on my tongue. I keep fucking trying to get it off and it just won't. Like, anyways, yeah, it's something I never got over is like whenever I'm recording a video and then people just look at me while I'm recording a video, it's like, it's a little awkward. But yeah, my whole shit just fucking changed. You never want to stay anywhere for 1 year. You really want to try to go to two full years, because at that point then you fully understand the city. Like 1 year, you just didn't experience it enough. Like you didn't get out enough. You didn't get a chance to experience the life of the city. Like I feel like I only experienced about like 20 to 30% of Houston. Like what it has like what it has to offer, like 5%. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of shit to do in Houston, but it's not enough shit to do in Houston to make me want to stay. Cause it's not the shit to do is the reason why I like it or dislike it, or even the lack of shit to do why I like it or dislike it. It's more of like my reasons of why I dislike it. I could go on for days. Okay, ass is fat. Bet. I'm just playing. I mean, stop putting that out on YouTube. But yeah, you don't really want to stay anywhere for 1 year. So I might go out to Atlanta for at least 2 years, and then when I'm ready to leave, yo, Boston. If I stay consistent in manifesting Boston that entire time, I'm making it out to fucking Boston. All right, I'm getting out there. 2025. That's the goal right there. 2025, make it out to Boston. That would be fucking sick. Yeah, I want to make sure to have my own shit first. I want to be solid. I want to be straight. I want to make sure I am okay, because right now, yeah, like the struggle is extreme. Like I've gone days without eating. Like fuck, like 30 times, yo. Like, and I don't mean like 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. I mean like 4 plus, like 30 times this year. Maybe not 30, maybe like 20. Maybe like 20, around 20. It's bad. Like, it sucks. You know? Like, you gotta take care of yourself. And my health was like completely tossed out the window. Um, to the point where I did lose 70 pounds from it. I did get really malnourished. Like, I'm getting muscle spasms out the ass. So I started taking a bunch of stuff. I started taking creatine, calcium, magnesium, iron, vitamin K, and zinc. Started taking all that stuff. It's like supplements. And I'm just trying to get myself back. I really should start taking vitamins more than vitamin K. Should start taking vitamin B and D. Um, I feel like I consume enough vitamin C. Not enough, you really can't have too much, but I feel like I consume vitamin C. Um, but I just need more. So I started taking those supplements not that long ago, and I'm feeling a lot better for sure. Like I actually have energy now. Like I was just losing energy left and right. I was literally passing out. I fainted one time. One time I was walking, I got out of my car, I stood up out of my car, and it was instant. I didn't faint right away, but it was like the lightheadedness was crazy. I was so nauseous, and then I started walking to the house. It was maybe like 15 feet away, and maybe about 5 feet deep. I go to like grab the gate in front of me, because I'm stumbling at this point. I'm stumbling, and my whole world is just literally like twisting downward. And then I don't know, I just remember like everything slowly just went purple. Like not slowly, it was like a dramatic change. It was like purple out, lights out, lights the fuck out. I dropped on the ground fucking hard. I don't know how long I was out for, but I was definitely out for at least like 5 or 6 seconds maybe. But when I woke up, like yo, it's my whole body, every square inch of skin was so itchy. It was like I instantly broke out in hives. Like it was nuts. Like I don't know what the fuck was going on, but you have to make sure your health is number one. So, my one rule before I stop it, everything that I'm doing, the whole experience, the whole experiment, everything, before I just nip it and go back to Ohio right away, is if I get under 100, if I reach 150 pounds. If I hit 150 pounds, wherever I am, whatever I'm doing, I gotta stop. I gotta quit right away. I gotta take my health more serious. I can't kill myself just trying to make it to the good part of life, because I'll never make it at that point. So I have to take my health more seriously. And if I get down, I got a scale with me. I'm gonna weigh myself every day. If I get down to 150 pounds, I quit everything. Everything that's got going on in my life, it's done right there. I gotta just swallow the fucking pride and go up to Ohio, live with some family, and get my shit together up there before I think about leaving again. And if I do think about leaving again, I need to make sure I'm leaving with some money, with some motivation as well, because I can't like, I can't keep failing like this. I can't keep taking L's left and right? Like it's not, it's not healthy for me. It's not good for my mental, and it's definitely not good for my physical. My physical is bad right now. Not right now. Like my health itself is bad. Physically, I'm the best I've ever felt. That's a fact, and that's because I've been working out a lot. Like I said, I'm taking creatine as well. So I'm I look way better than I've ever looked. I feel 10 times better than I have ever felt. I can lift a lot heavier than I've ever been able to lift. Like I just right now physically I feel like $1,000,000 because like I started getting my health back. So I've been going through this for a long time, by the way. Not this isn't like a recent thing that like the whole nauseous passing out thing. That's definitely not recent. That's been going on for years. Extremely sick, very hard to eat. Um, it's like it's not just that I can't afford food. I just can't eat. Like I maybe like an eating disorder. I don't know. I physically cannot take a bite of food, and like even if it was just like leaving it in your mouth and then spitting it back out, I actually can't do that. Like I get so lightheaded having food in my mouth even. Like I don't know how to explain what it is. Like it's hard to chew. It makes you physically sick. Your stomach twists. It hurts so fucking bad. Like, oh my god, the fucking pain. I would much rather someone punch me in the face 5 times than go through that one more time, right? Like I don't want that. And even for 10 seconds, right? I don't want to go through that even for 10 seconds. You can punch me in the face fucking 5 times, break my nose one time and bust my lip the other time. I don't give a fuck. It's way better than that pain right there. So it's pretty bad. It's um so I got to make sure that my health is straight. So I've been taking that a lot more serious in the past couple months. And even if I can't really afford food, I'm making sure that I find a way to stay healthy, like or to get my health back up. Even Missouri, you're right, far away from Missouri, lady. Holy shit, that's a flaw. I don't even know how far away Missouri is from here. It's got to be at least 20 hours. Holy fuck. Oh wait a second. Is Missouri between Iowa and? Never mind. That's besides the point. Um, that's not a part of the video. But yeah, you gotta take your health more seriously. And right now, that's what I'm doing. Right now, I gotta, I'm taking all the little supplements. I'll be okay. I'll be okay. But as far as like when I'm living in my car, I'm not gonna have a place to store food. I'm not gonna really like be able to keep food in my car. I have a dog with me, so I can't just like blow every single dollar I have on food. So I already understand that I'm gonna have days without eating. I'm prepared for that. I'm prepared to live in my car. I'm prepared to live with my dog in my car. I'm prepared for everything right now at this point. That's the mental preparation that I've been going through the past 6 7 months of already like having to find a place to stay, of not being able to get on my feet because my job is so unsteady. Like it's hard. But like the mental preparation, it's been 8 months. I finally accepted it. I'm like, okay, look, fuck it. I'm ready for it. Like just it's almost like just like a needle, like all right, look, I don't want a needle, but I know stick me, stick my arm, stick whatever, like You just do it. Get it done and over with. It's like ripping a Band-Aid off, you know. It's just like, all right, I'll just, fuck it. You know, I'll take it for now. I'll take the fucking slap on the wrist. I'll just, whatever. Live in my car. Like, so that's pretty much like how it's been. It's a comparison I'll give you. For the time being, it sucks, but I feel like it sucks more to everyone else than it does to me. Because for me, I see it as something so great. I see it as this is the first step into making the greatness that is me. This is my foundation right here. This is my rock bottom right here. You need bad moments to compare the good moments to. If you don't have bad moments, if you only have good moments, your life fucking sucks. It fucking blows. You gotta have the shitty moments. You gotta be angry. You gotta be sad. You gotta have those moments. You gotta have the down moments. You gotta be very low to know when you're in a position to be like, when you're in a good position in life, you need to be able to understand where you are. You need to understand that you're in a good position. The only way to know that is to know your lowest position. If my lowest position is me being homeless, living in my car, barely working, well shit, how am I gonna feel when I have my own place and I got fucking kids of my own, I got a wife, I got, like, how am I gonna feel when everything that I've ever like wanted is just in one place, and life isn't fucking me over every other second, and I'm not struggling, and I'm not like in pain. I'm just living my life, grinding, taking care of my family, and that's it. Like, when that happens, then I'm gonna, like, this whole experience has humbled me. It's made me very appreciative. It's given me a new sense of appreciation towards life. And I see everything as like a pro. Like no matter what happens to me in life, it's setting me up for greatness. Every single thing is setting me up for greatness. Now, I mean, it could literally all end. Like, someone could just fucking T-bone me and end my shit, like, right there. Like, that is a big fucking waste, alright? I'm not gonna lie. My whole life would be the biggest fucking waste if that shit happened before I got to where I needed to go. Before I had kids, like, it would just be the biggest fucking waste. And, like, it would suck. For not just me, like, many people, if I just died. Like, so let me chill. No, I feel like everyone needs to go through something bad. Everyone needs to go through something this major. Not this major. I mean, holy shit. Like, oh my God. Yo, none of this would have happened if my mom didn't pass away. So to start with something that major, like, that is catastrophic right there. Is your mother passing away when you're 23 years old and you're living with her. And not only that, there's 3 kids living with you as well. And now they're all under your custody. That's a lot, right? That's a lot in just the snap of a finger overnight. Literally, like, fuck overnight. Like, an hour later, like, right now you're cool. An hour from now, you're fucked. You are absolutely fucked. Your whole fucking world changed in the snap of a fucking finger, bro. So yeah, like, I don't feel like everyone needs to go through something that major, but everyone has to have something that gets to them. I call it the Call of Duty effect, because, like, you scream and yell at Call of Duty, but, like, that's because it gives you the emotion. It gives you that big emotion, that big burst of emotion. Even if it is an angry emotion, it's still an emotion, and it's better than playing a game where you're just sitting there looking at the screen. You're just bored out of your fucking mind. Like, you shouldn't be bored playing a game. So I feel like anything that gives you that major emotion, even if it is angry, well, at least you're not fucking bored. You can't be bored when you're screaming. It's literally not possible. So I call it the Call of Duty effect. I feel like everything in life, everyone's got to go through the Call of Duty effect. You know, you got to have the extreme rage moments, the extreme struggles, the extreme, like, just taking the biggest L's in the planet, yo. But also not taking no for an answer, right? Like, I'm not going to quit. I'm not leaving this fucking game. Life is a game. I'm not leaving this fucking game. I'm not about to back out of this bullshit. I'm staying in this lobby and I'm about to fuck all y'all up. That's my whole mentality. And that's always been my mentality. The Call of Duty effect, pretty much. I feel like I'm gonna make it in life because I don't take no for an answer. Like when I'm like, okay, losing an apartment, I can't, I don't have a choice. And shit happens, right? But like, when it comes down to like me not being able to pay bills at my job, from my job, okay, I got bills to pay. I'm not taking no for an answer. I'm gonna pay it. So if I don't get it from this job, I'll go to another job and get it. I'm gonna make sure I'm straight. No, I'm leaving. I'm out. Adios. I'm a grown ass man. Um, so I don't like to take no for an answer. I make sure if there's something that I need, I get it. It's I don't have a choice, That's just how I see everything in life, is not having a choice. Like me going to Atlanta, there wasn't an option out here. There wasn't many options out here in Houston. Like I can't stay here any longer. Tomorrow is literally my last day. And tomorrow would have been my last day if I wasn't going to Atlanta because I cannot afford rent. So it's perfect that I timed that, for when it happened. God has a crazy way of making things fold, or shall I say unfold. Um, so, I mean, it's perfect timing, and everything is always perfect timing. So I'm gonna go ahead and bounce out of here, um, and go to Atlanta. And I know I don't got a place to go, don't got a place to stay. I don't even know what part of the city I'm working in. I'm just going there. I don't know. I'm just driving to Atlanta. Like, I just know the name of the city that I'm going to. I don't know anything else. Like, I don't know what part. I don't know the street. I don't know shit. I don't know fucking thing. I don't know. I haven't even seen where I'm going. Like, never been there before. I've been to Atlanta, but I've never been to where I'm going in Atlanta. Um, so yeah, I mean, none of that is by choice. I'm not staying in my car by choice. My bad. My grandma just, I was on the phone with my grandma and she kept asking me why I'm staying in my car. Why aren't you going to a hotel? Why don't you got an apartment before you leave? I don't got a fucking choice. What do you want me to do? Pull money right out of my ass? Are you going to help me pay for it, grandma? Because, sound like it right now. Sound like you're offering a little bit. Nah, so I had to keep telling like, grandma, I don't got a fucking choice. Like, I'm stuck. What you mean? She kept saying like, we're not worried about you. You're gonna be all right. What you mean? I'm all right. I'm going to Atlanta, living in my car. What do you mean? I'm gonna be okay. Like, I know I'm gonna be okay. Shit, my whole family is not worried about me. They literally told me that. They told me that they're not worried about me because they know I'm gonna be okay. So that's why they don't really keep in contact. That's why they don't call me or answer the phone or respond to text messages. That's why I haven't seen anybody in a year and a half, right? Because they're not worried about me. Um, that's really it for this video. I've been rambling for an hour now. And it is about 3 p.m., 4 p.m. Don't really got too much else to do today. I loaded up the storage unit today with everything that I had in here. I loaded up the car as well, which is great. Tomorrow, all I have left to do is take the futon that I've been sleeping on for the past 6 months, the TV that I have barely used the past 6 months, and the dog cage that I have used every single day for the past 6 months. I gotta take all 3 of those to the storage unit, and then everything else inside of there, which is just my pillows and blankets, which I have no idea where those are gonna go as well. Holy fuck! Oh my god! I really gotta think of this shit. Pillows and blankets. I got a couple, like a little bin of hygiene shit. I got like all like an organizer. I got everything organized. Great. Like deodorant, toothbrush, body wash, shampoo. Like beard gel, everything is all like this organizer, and it's sweet. So that can go up there on top. I'll put that behind this, so when I hit the brakes, it hits this instead of hits me in the back of the head. I actually got this out the storage unit too, because I didn't have this here. I fucking hate this fucking headrest. It just, I don't know, like sometimes I want my head to go back just a little bit further. I just know if I get rear-ended and my head goes back and like there's not a headrest right there, I could literally die. I snap my neck right there because my head will be going so far back, like it snaps it. So I gotta have the headrest for safety. Like I can't go to Atlanta without it. Like if anything happens, I gotta make sure I still live. You know, like what happens if my dog is in here and his owner is dead? You know? Yeah, so I wanna make sure I'm straight. So all safety features are added back onto the car for the trip to Atlanta. The seatbelt, I gotta unbuckle it and actually buckle it. You know, I've had it buckled in by itself for fucking months now, because holy shit, I fucking hate that ding, 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 ding. I hate that shit. And at the same time, a lot of times if I'm just driving like from right here to, you know, across the street or to the gas station, you actually can't leave the apartment on foot or in a motorcycle. You have to be in a car. So if I wanted to go across the street, nah, I don't want to fucking put my seatbelt in for right there. You know, I'm not even hitting 8 miles an hour. Like fuck. But yeah, that's pretty much like why I've had it fucking plugged in. Like I know I drive on the highway out here in Houston, and you know, if you got 7 lanes, it's a little dangerous. A little bit. If there's 13 fucking highways, I counted 13 one time. There's 13 fucking highways in one spot. 13 separate highways. Not one going one way, one going, no, 13. It's a little dangerous, right? A lot of exits. Yeah. But I'm out of here. You know, I've literally been recording for 57 minutes now, right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this shit right here before it hits 58 minutes. I appreciate if you guys watched even like half of this video or even like fucking 5 minutes of it. Just, I know I ramble a lot. I apologize for that. But I mean, I don't really got too much else going on in life. I gotta talk to somebody, and I don't talk to anybody. So shit. I guess every like 6 months I'll pick up a camera and just talk to it for an hour, and then that's how I'm gonna get everything out. Seems to be what I've been doing for years, anyways. No, I'm gonna get a camera. I do have a GoPro. I am gonna actually record a bunch of video for the trip and then make sure I can. I don't have a way to edit, but I will edit it at some point in time. Just not right now. But like I said, before it hits 58 minutes, I only got like 5 seconds. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Rob.